mache ich doch eine neue Folge.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Durchschlagende Feuerkraft.
We blasted through with the
Oh
mining
Mist.
laser.
Ich wollte das untere nehmen.
Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What this is?
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Not much margin for error.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Okay, wir fahren dann jetzt hoch und dann kämpfe ich draußen gegen irgendwelche Dudes. 100 Pro. Ich sag's euch. Ich speichere sogar. Ja. Er zieht sogar seine Waffe. Da kommt auch der Kroganer-Typ.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
Kroganischer Verbündeter freigeschaltet. Was? Töten Sie diesen
We don't
Bastard.
have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Jetzt ist er einfach tot. Ha! Ich habe ihn aber weggeslappt. Das scheppert überhaupt so weit. Natürlich. Der war ohne Ausdauer. Und gleich sind sie auf dem Schiff. Jetzt chillen
Too
sie
close,
noch. Ja.
Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
He's an idiot.
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Seit 50 Jahren.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Okay, woher wissen Sie das?
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Zyklus.
What cycle? What are you talking about?
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
Oh, ich erklär's schon.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
Nutzlos.
Looks like we wasted our time here.
Wait, Commander. Saren might try another attempt on my life. I'd feel safer if you let me stay on your ship. Besides, my knowledge of the Protheans might prove useful later.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Großartig. Noch ein Alien.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Wir sind hier fertig. Geh zu dem Arzt.
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Ja.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Don't tell me how to do my job.
You are free to act as you see fit, Commander. Our role is to offer guidance and advice.
It's up to you if you're smart enough to listen.
Okay. Die Verbindung wird langsam ein bisschen knapp, ne? Ich kann ihn nur noch halb
I
verstehen.
don't need this.
Communications cut, Commander.
Okay. Jetzt habe ich die einfach weggedrückt. Ah. Okay. So, ich mach mal bei manchen bei gewissen Telefonaten. Ja. Wenn ich einfach auflege. Warum legst du einfach auf? Das soll mit das brauchen wir. Können sofort geheilt werden und wieder kampffähig. Kämpfen, falls sie im Kampf niedergestreckt wurden. Ja, das wollen wir doch. Das wollen wir doch. Erweiterte Erste Hilfe. Genau. Genau. Achso, ich kann ja, stimmt. Ich kann ja hier nur Shepard. Wo gehen wir jetzt hin? Wobei, vielleicht mache ich erstmal einen kurzen Shopping-Trip. Nach unten. Und gehe dann zu anderen Planeten noch irgendwie so. Gehen wir mit Caden nach wieder zu diesem einen Planeten und gucken mir dann doch diese Sonde an. Hey Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Oh.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
Ein Spectre.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Typisch.
Spoken like a true CSEC officer.
Yeah, it's a speech I've heard one too many times. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
Um einen Spectre aufzuhalten,
Behind you, Commander.
muss man einen Spectre losschicken. Ganz genau. Ashley, was sagt denn Ashley? So.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
Nicht für ein
It's
Privatgespräch.
not normal for an enlisted to speak informally with the commander.
I figured since the crew was so small, you might be more permissive. I mean, that helmsman of yours. Most places, he'd be at Captain's Mast every day. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Weil sie Aliens sind?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Die trauen Aliens wohl nicht. Ich kann sie nicht einsperren.
I share your concerns, Chief, but I'm under orders.
Under orders to let aliens gather military intelligence? I can't believe that was the Alliance's intention. humanity. I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Passen Sie auf, was Sie sagen.
I trust that's not insubordination, I hear.
No, sir. That's patriotism. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
The council's had a grudge against us since the First Contact War.
I don't think it's a grudge. I think it's... Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of
Not
the species
really.
will always be more important to them than humans are.
Ja, Mann, es ist in dem Punkt kein Rassismus mehr. Es ist in dem Punkt einfach nur Xenophobie, habe ich gehört. Ne? Alles andere, was nicht die eigene Rasse ist, das, ja. Also, ganz ehrlich, Ashley würde in dem Punkt einen super Space Marine abgeben eigentlich. So, ja. Nur ein toter Xeno ist ein guter Xeno. Und sobald man einen sieht, na, erstmal natürlich zur Begrüßung erstmal 5 Bolterschüsse drauf.
This is an alliance warship on the parliament floor. If you're Earth first, vote for the Terra Firma party.
Terra Firma is a pack of jackals. The founders had ideals. These days they just play off xenophobia and bigotry. I hope my reasons are more rational. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Seien Sie doch einfach still.
I expect you to keep your family politics to yourself, Chief. This mission will be difficult enough without you picking fights with aliens.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh, können wir reden.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Machen wir
What's
uns.
your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Wir werden sie beobachten.
I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Wow, aber einen Sinn für Geschichte hat sie.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
Yeah.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Okay.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Okay. Ja, der hat dann halt einfach alle umgebracht. Der Allianz-Ausrüstungsoffizier.
Looking for supplies?
Ja.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
You bet, Commander. So, der... Oh, nix. Kessler 3. Verkaufen. Was habe ich denn alles? Diese Einser-Sachen verkaufe ich jetzt mal alle, habe ich gehört. Außer halt jetzt Munition, ne? Wie viel kriege ich für die? 15. Ach, ich kann die als Schrott markieren. Ja, gut, machen wir mal gleich. Okay.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Schrott verkaufen. Wie viel Geld kriege ich jetzt? Jetzt habe ich 18.100. Okay. Da haben ein paar Sachen schon echt was gebracht. Duelist. Schwere Panzerung. Schwermensch. Vergleichen. Shepard hat Gladiator 1. Hat aber mehr Schilde, aber weniger Schadensschutz. Okay. Ach nee, das ist das, was ich habe. Oh mein Gott. 2000. Da habe ich, glaube ich, mal irgendwas verkauft. Kann das sein? Ghana Guardian 2. Okay. Ja, ich habe versehentlich irgendwas verkauft. Speer. Okay, das Onyx ist jetzt nicht so das Beste anscheinend. Skorpion. Okay, jetzt suche ich mal noch nach der Liara. Vielleicht hat die noch irgendwas zu sagen. Da ist Tali. Oder will die noch irgendwas?
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Deprimiert.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
So ruhig zum Schlafen.
Silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Ah.
I need my crew to be in top form. I can't have you daydreaming about going home.
Don't worry, Shepard. I know what's at stake. If we don't stop Seren, I won't have a home to go back to. I'll be ready when you need me.
Okay.
I should go.
See you later.
See you later, alligator.
Commander, you know that Quarian Tali? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Oh, okay.
Ambassador Udina made me take her along.
Normally, I don't have anything nice to say about politicians, but he made a good call on this. However, I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Tarnsystem, persönliche Fragen. Nö. Das frage ich ihn, wenn dann wann anders.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Ich dachte schon, er hat hier Problem mit Tali, aber das ist so anscheinend das Gegenteil. Und eines Tages bauen die selber solche Sachen und dann versuchen sie die Galaxis zu erobern. Das ist nur, weil Tali hier auf der Normandy war. Wo ist denn die Dingens jetzt eigentlich? Chillt jetzt immer hier vorne, oder? Da ist eine Tür, da kann ich nicht durch. Der ist Joker. Lichtfenster, nach draußen schauen. Oh, und Level Up.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my metal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
Sicher.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun, fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
Statusbericht.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Okay.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I can't have you on this ship if you're going to infect my crew.
Infect the crew? Oh man, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Okay.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Unglücklich gewesen.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
Auf Wiedersehen.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Na gut, dann level ich jetzt auf jeden Fall nochmal ab. In was investiere ich denn jetzt? Kampfpanzerung, Reverse-Tech, Biotikschutz, Schadensschutz, Erste Hilfe, Sturmangriffstraining, Waffenschaden, Nahkampfwaffen, Fitness, Gesundheit. Ach nee, ich nehme das Spectre-Training, ne? Maximale Präzision. Oh, Hitzelastmonitor. Fenster nach draußen. Er guckt so aus dem Fenster und kriegt einfach Erfahrungspunkte dafür. Wow, you got a pair.